Welcome to the third hour, where we seek to bridge faiths through informed dialogue. Our goal is to equip Christians to better understand Islam so you can engage with respect, grace, wisdom, and confidence. Let's dive in. For centuries, some Muslims have pointed to one verse in the Bible, Song of Solomon 5:16, claiming it mentions Muhammad by name. The verse says, "His mouth is sweetness itself. He is altogether lovely. This is my beloved. This is my friend, daughters of Jerusalem." The argument? The Hebrew word translated altogether lovely is machmadim, which, when pronounced aloud, sounds similar to Muhammadim. But what's really happening here? Is this a hidden prophecy of Muhammad or simply a misunderstanding of Hebrew poetry? The Song of Solomon, or Song of Songs, is one of the most beautiful and most misunderstood books in the Bible. It's not prophecy, it's poetry. Written around the time of King Solomon, it celebrates the love between a bride and her beloved, a shepherd. It's a series of romantic songs, rich in imagery, expressing affection, longing, and devotion. For centuries, both Jews and Christians have understood it either as an allegory of God's love for his people or simply as a celebration of pure, faithful love within marriage. Either way, it's about love, not prediction. By the time we reach chapter 5, the bride is describing her husband, her shepherd lover, in vivid detail. She praises his strength, his kindness, his beauty. Verse by verse, she paints a portrait of the man she loves. And then comes verse 16, the famous one. His mouth is sweetness itself. He is altogether lovely. This is poetry, an ancient love song. She is describing her beloved husband, not a distant prophet who would be born 1,000 years later. So why the confusion? In Hebrew, the word used here is machmadim, from the root hamad, meaning to desire or to delight in. It's a common noun, not a name. It appears in many other places in the Old Testament, like 1 Kings 26, Lamentations 1:10, and Ezekiel 24:16, none of which have anything to do with a person's name. Translating machmadim as Muhammad is like saying every English word with Christ in it, like Christianity or Christmas, must be talking about the person of Christ himself. It's linguistically inconsistent. Muslim apologists often say, look, the Hebrew word sounds like Muhammad, but similarity in sound doesn't mean identity in meaning. Hebrew and Arabic share some linguistic roots, so it's easy to find coincidental overlaps. For example, the Arabic word hamd means praise, and it appears in Al-Fatiha, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. But that doesn't mean Muhammad's name appears there either. Context matters, and the context here is clear. This is a love poem, not a prophecy. Even if the word did refer to Muhammad, the Song of Songs isn't part of the Torah or the Gospel. The very scriptures the Quran claims mention him. So even within Islamic reasoning, this verse wouldn't fulfill the Quranic requirement. The Song of Solomon isn't about hidden codes or secret prophecies. It's a sacred celebration of love, pure, loyal, and devoted. As Dr. Gordon Lewis of Denver Seminary wrote, it's unthinkable that a woman praising her husband's body would suddenly speak of another man centuries in the future. In the end, this passage points not to Muhammad, but to the beauty of love itself, and ultimately to the greater love that God has shown us through Christ, his bridegroom for the church. If you're enjoying this series on where Muslims think Muhammad is in the Bible, make sure to subscribe and check out our next episode as we look at another verse often cited. If you're ready to learn, grow, and speak truth in love, join us, subscribe now. The conversation starts here.